Pick up the phone, pick up the phone, pick up the phone today because I don't have time. I need you to take this call right now. I don't have time for small talk today. And I know you have been carrying some heavy weight. This is why I haven't even been on. I think we all feel it, waking up in the middle of the night, not being able to sleep, okay? Restless sleep at that, due to what's going on in the world, possibly. The lies, the betrayal, and just the quiet of the night can make you think maybe it's just easier to be quiet and stop and think, but then you could be in your mind. Just breathe with me for a second, okay? Let me just start all the way over. I get it. I'm not gonna preach, okay? I'm not gonna tell you it's easy. No, I'm just here to tell you the truth, okay? I want you to know that your mission is not finished. Yes, you have a mission if you haven't realized, okay? And I'm about to show you in this reality how to just come back to the light in your own control. So stay with me while we do this, okay? Because I know it's been real heavy. See, listen, I see the pattern of what's playing out right now. I see the pattern. You get excited, and then the world shows you its teeth, literally, right? People lie, systems are failing, friends could be even ghosting, promises vanish, doors close, and then you have a rush. It's like an emotional roller coaster right now. Then you get a rush of good days, happy moments, love, support, safety. It's so back and forth and up and down. You're starting to doubt the point of playing the game at all. Because life is just a Monopoly game. It really is at this point, okay? It's like you're holding unanswered questions like loose change in your pocket, straight up. And you just hear it, jingle, jangle, rattle, rattle, rattle. And you keep hoping one day one of those coins of change will be peace, will be all the answers, will be all the solutions. And it doesn't. It only reminds you of what's missing. Some of you, maybe you have been betrayed by somebody that you trusted. Maybe you have been gaslit for so long you can't remember the sound of your own voice. Maybe tragedy hit and the map that you had for your life just evaporated. This could be starting from childhood, honey, with the indoctrination, okay? Or maybe it's like a slow drip, okay? Maybe there's a slow drip of disappointment after disappointment until the well runs dry. And that slow drip erodes you. It makes you think, what the fuck is the point? Right? What's the point of all this? Why are we doing what we're doing? I feel it. I get it. And I want you to name it out loud. Say the hurt. Name the people. Say the thing that keeps looping you back into your own head. Write it out, whatever you need to do, and then burn the piece of paper, okay? Because there's a lot of piercing things that are playing out, This could be a small act that you do, but it helps to rewire your brain. I know for me what helps, that someone's going to ask, I listen to frequencies. The only person that I listen to is High Frequency Guru if I don't listen to my own voice. That's it. Okay? And for some of you, I know some people that are in these festivals that are out there in the parade, okay? If you're thinking of ending your life, this next piece of you This next piece of you is for you, even more so than ever. So please, if anything goes down like that, I need you to call somebody. I need you to phone a friend for 500. I need you to call 988. In the States, emergency services, a trusted person. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to solve everything by yourself right now. Especially if you're a single mom or dad. It's like there's a trap that I need to name for you. That lie that equals pain, it's time for it to end. Period. Okay? We all have a story, right? When they say, what's your minute story that you want to tell everybody, especially for entrepreneurs, right? People, I came from broke and homeless and all that stuff. Stop retelling that story. Just just don't. Okay? I feel like since you've been deceived, it's like you feel as if you don't have any value. And that because you don't have any answers right now or solutions, you could feel worthless. That's a spiritual trap. That is a spiritual trap. Not like spiritual like church. I'm talking like spiritual like soul level sabotage. Okay? So this is how it plays out. You feel abandoned. You tell yourself you were never meant to be here. Then you try and convince yourself that leaving is mercy and running away will help you. That's the voice of this tragedy loop that you're in, okay? It's loud, but it lies. It confuses pain with your identity. So rewrite your identity today. Take some time, take a couple of hours, take a couple of days to just rewrite the identity. Because once you change your identity, you can get out of this loop. Because that old identity is going to try and trick you into thinking that, stopping is the hero move. It isn't. You need to really work on it and really try and really change your identity of who you want to be. Who is this person? Who is this new person? Who is this new being? What do you want to do? How do you want to talk? How do you want to move? Who are your friends? Where do you live? What do you eat? How do you dress? Okay? That's a deal. Let's do that. Another lie, okay, is you keep telling yourself, well, if I can't fix anything, I'm failing. Newsflash, nope, that ain't it. Okay, fixing everything, I should say, isn't your job. Number one, you were never asked to carry everyone's answers, ever. You were just asked to show up, okay? Keep your attention where it matters right now, you guys, because attention is the highest currency. I can't express that enough, okay? Do the next right move. That's it. We all know it's a stage, okay? It's filled with so much deception. And yes, it's going to try and steal your attention through distraction. Attention is the highest form of currency right now. Right now. When you're watching this, right now it is. Okay? So the enemy of your mission is distraction, it's bitterness, it's numbing out, and it's collapsing. Okay? The good news in all of this is you have the control of that currency. Right? You're not broken beyond repair. Don't even think that. You're a human who's been hurt. You have emotions. And the wound that we could all be facing too is, this can teach you how to heal in a different way. Okay? And this is where it hits. Okay? This is where I got the message, because I haven't had a message in a while. Look at that. You hear the bird? Your higher self, okay? Your higher self, not some distant voice. Your truest inner you is dialed into a frequency that wants you to live through this. I need you to hear me again. Your truest inner you is dialed into a frequency that wants you to live through this. Confirmation. Okay? It's whispering, choose to be a witness, not a victim. Okay? That's the essential shift. That's the shift. Witnessing is low-key like recognizing the pain without letting it be the narrative. Okay? Without letting it be the director. Because remember, I always say it's your movie. You are the main character. Everyone else is just a co-star or an extra. So it means saying, that hurt happened to me, instead of, I am that hurt. There's a difference. There's a difference. And it rewires everything. Okay? Where you put your attention is definitely going to grow. Now, if you feed fear, fear is what's going to grow, right? So feed the small wins with gratitude. I have a gratitude journal. I write it every morning and every night. I got it at Barnes & Noble's. I'm on like, I don't know how many gratitude journals I've had, but I have so many. Hopefully that helps you, because sometimes when we have bad days, you can always rewind and look at what were the good moments. Like, pick out the good shit of the day. What is something either you can learn from, or there's an opportunity for growth, or just something, okay? Small wins, you know, not big fixed outcomes if you can't find those. Because sometimes it helps to see the good, okay? Because you got to remember, you are the unit of power. You have the power, okay? And I need you to flow like water. I need you to flow like water, not like a dam, okay? Because when you resist the current, like Abraham Hicks talks about in her book, you burn energy and go nowhere. Like, I'm talking super fast. So the trick is to steer the boat, not wrestle with it, okay? Let life kind of just move. And you want to survive by learning to be open-minded and learning to be a little bit more flexible and anchored at once, okay? And with all the shit going on in the world, let's say you're in flood or fire areas or whatever have you, I don't know if you're in another country, right? I would just say prepare, okay? That way you don't panic. It's always good to be prepared. Control what you can. Plan in peace, okay? Learn in abundance, you know? A prepared mind is way more calm. Let me tell you. A panicked one, if you panic, that is dangerous, okay? That is very dangerous. And don't forget, too, with all these sleepless nights and restless nights and just everything, you just are staying tuned into these screens and trying to find out information and whatever have you. Rest is a part of the hustle. And if you overwork yourself, rest is not optional. Trust me, I have to tell myself that I'm an Aries moon, okay? Rest is just definitely rehearsal for your next level, okay? Respect it like training days. All right? Now, this shift happens when you got to remember attention plus flow plus preparedness plus rest, okay? Say it back to me, actually, okay? Attention, flow, prepare, rest, okay? Keep saying that. Write it down somewhere. Please, okay? And those are the good tools that I'm giving you. No fluff. Those are some tools that work for me. These are the things that the higher self is screaming for you through me to tell you. Keep them simple. Just pick 3. Start today, okay? Now, just remember that your bubble is sacred, okay? Recently, an event occurred. I had no idea who this guy was that got shot, right? I had no idea who he was to the people. My bubble, I'm so in my bubble. You can tell me I'm under a rock sometimes, but I literally am in my bubble. Your bubble is sacred. So think of it as your energy wallet. That's how I see it, okay? Whoever gets in your bubble, okay, gets a piece of your currency, which is your attention, So now's the time to really tighten your circle, okay? Tighten your circle. That doesn't mean isolate yourself, okay? It just means curation, okay? Who deserves a seat at your table? Ask yourself these questions. Who deserves a seat at your table? Who's draining you right now? Who's uplifting you? Whatever questions that you want to ask yourself to decipher this information, and start reducing exposure to people, feeds, and places that cause your energy to leak. Okay? I dare you to try for 1 week, block or maybe mute one account that sucks your energy really dry. Okay? Take one step back, possibly from a certain person. Like, pull your energy back from people that maybe trigger you, or maybe where you feel like you're just pouring into someone else's cup and no one's pouring into yours. This could even be at work, okay? That's it. Try that for a week. Just try it. See how you feel. Now, something I would say, show gratitude. Of course, people always say that, but they don't really make it tactical. So I would say gratitude isn't like a hall pass, okay? I feel like that's what people do on these videos when they say that. When I say it, I mean it's a calibration tool, right? So not that I'm grateful for everything, fake kind of tactical gratitude. So what I mean is, it's more so name 3 things that you literally have in your possession or have around you right now, whether it's warm water, a roof over your head, you're breathing, okay? Say them very slowly, because the brain notices physical facts and anchor to that, okay? Every morning, if it works for you, you can, speak 3 of those tactical gratitudes to yourself out loud, say it in a mirror, keep it short, but just don't fake it, okay? Find small truths so that you can build this up. And do one thing this week where you literally let life be a river. Just do it for 1 week. Try 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, whatever you have in you. Try not to plan any outcomes if you can't, okay? Maybe even start a hobby, or maybe a hobby that you don't even have to monetize yet. Maybe try learning a new skill, okay? Put your attention on something that's going to benefit you, and let it be for you and not anybody else, okay? 20 minutes of whatever this may be, whatever a hobby is. No judgment, no outcome. I think you live a little bit better when you don't judge, or when you don't speculate what an outcome could be like, okay? Because I know for me, grounding is super important. If I'm not grounded, oh my God, okay? I would say starting with grounding would be even like taking care of your body, maybe a little bit more self-care routines, your soul is within this body and this brain, right? Feed both of them, okay? Walk outside if you want to. Take a walk. Take your dogs for a walk. Ride a bike. Meditate. Go garden. Hydrate. Just move. Dance when you're in the car or whatever. It's all about your nervous system. Your nervous system, everyone always says it starts with your nervous system, right? But they don't tell you how. Well, your nervous system needs a language. It needs a specific language that knows that you're calm and you're safe. So whatever that may be for you, it could be different for anybody. Some people pull up and, roll a joint. Whatever it may be for you, it can be different. Mine, like I told you, is frequencies, music, listening to Bach cello, D minor, classical music, jazz. Once you start to create rituals for yourself, your bubble is going to start feeling a whole lot lighter, like an actual bubble. You're going to feel so much better, okay? So even learning or reading a book, okay, when the world lies, education is armor, okay? Learn a new skill that actually changes your options, okay? basic finance, a trade, coding, writing, cooking, something that makes you more resilient. Did a calendar for myself, and I would do different things in 30-minute increments, and I would get way more accomplished because I used to be a major procrastinator. Okay, but I go based off of the energy that I'm feeling for the day. So make sure you're productive and not busy. Productivity is being creative. It can also be being restful, taking a nap, resetting yourself, getting a massage. Okay, busyness is just chaotic when you just try and stay busy. Okay, choose 3 real priorities this week and slam them out. Okay, maybe use a tiny planner, maybe have a whiteboard or a calendar. Just make sure you put rest in there somewhere. Okay, let's say you're having a day, honey. Okay, make sure you have a specific person on speed dial or on your favorite contacts list. Make sure you have a safe place to unwind and to go where you can ease your mind. Okay, make sure you have a small amount of hidden cash somewhere. Maybe you want to treat yourself. Okay, or maybe your phone won't work, so you can't use that as your wallet. You know, a distraction list, maybe play an instrument. I bought a ukulele and I've been loving it. That's been helping my frequency tremendously. Maybe putting on a movie, you know, a therapy coach, anything that helps you to reduce panic right now, because they want you to vibrate on a low frequency. So I'm trying to help you out. Even self-talk helps cleanse. Sometimes I talk to myself, sometimes I talk to myself out loud. Okay, and just remember, sometimes you just have to speak to yourself. Okay, instead of saying, oh, I'm worthless, this is useless, like I'm having a hard day today, you know, like change it, switch it up, say something else. Like, today's very challenging. I didn't sign up for this day, so I'm going to go ahead and do something else. Whatever that may be for you, okay? Make sure you schedule your rest in. I hope I didn't say that. By taking a nap, taking a bath, doing a digital detox, okay? Protecting your energy and your attention. You know, sometimes we need human contact. Give somebody a hug or a smile, okay? Lean on someone's shoulder. That lets them know without saying it that you're having a struggle for the day, okay? It's just kind of like, oh, falling into somebody's arms, right? You can tell your truth in small doses. You don't have to tell a full truth. If someone says, how are you doing today? And you don't want to say, oh, I'm good, when you're really in a fucked up mood. Just say, you know what? I don't have the space to talk about it right now, but thanks for asking. You're still being honest, but you're not telling your business. You're still being personal. Make sure you drink water, you know, just, that's all I keep feel like telling everybody, drink your water. So we have a life series of contracts, okay? And I want you to know most of them are invisible. You signed up for growth, okay? That doesn't mean painless. It just means you have certain assignments that require a little bit more courage. Okay, every moment you choose to stay, you collect data for your evolution. Okay, so don't beat yourself up when you feel like you've stayed in a place for too long. You hold a story that someone else will need to know later. Boom, because you gained that experience. Okay, your presence matters in frequencies other people can't even hear or see yet. So just know that. So I want to say there's a part of you that is code. It's a resilient code that you have, okay? It's not flashy. It unlocks when you show up for yourself. So show up for yourself. This is not going to happen overnight, okay? It's a quiet muscle of persistence. You have to be persistent. Build it by doing those small things on the list that I gave you a minute ago. Attention, flow, preparation, rest every day, okay? And keep that covenant for your future self, all right? And if no one told you today, I love you.